Look at this monster. So this is an adult male Chelydra serpentina, the common snapping turtle. Let me check. All right, I'm going to flip him over. The top shell is the carapace. That was a little too close for comfort. Top shell is the carapace. The bottom shell is the plastron. And look at how this monster is able to get off its back. No problem. We'll do that one more time. It doesn't hurt him. He's going to use his head to push up against the bottom of the mud, or the ground. And then he'll often use his tail here. Whew. I'm sorry. This diamond-shaped part of the shell right here is called the plastron. It's connected to the carapace by the bridge here and here. This is the tail. It's very long in this species, and it has these spikes on its back, on the back of the tail. Oh, don't want him facing me with that business end. Right here is the cloaca, which is where he will poop from, and as well as where they reproduce. So right here inside the base of the tail is a very large penis in male common snapping turtles. These giant dinosaur-like feet are equipped with sharp, long claws, and these claws cause scratches. They're, for people experienced handling common snapping turtles, the claws are what causes the most damage. I personally don't know any turtle folk who have been bitten on say the hand or the arm or something by a common snapping turtle, because most turtle researchers respect the crap out of this species, and we know that getting bitten will just add negative stigma to these awesome guys, and so we do our best to avoid that. Look how much meat and flesh is on here. This species is still captured and consumed in many rural parts of the country, as well as in some urban markets. It's commercially harvested in some states, which is unfortunate because this is not a species that can withstand harvest pressure due to its life history strategy, which is live a long time and hope some of your offspring survive. And that life history strategy is very vulnerable to adult mortality. And so a big adult snapping turtle like this will live a very long time, and would have few, with the exception of maybe a black bear or a river otter or similar large species that catches them out of the water, although otters might prey on them during the winter. So this species has a big hard carapace, and this carapace is smooth when they're adults on the back, but then down here at the edge of the carapace it's serrated. You can see right here is that this guy has a little leech. Turtle leeches are fairly common. We'll pull this guy off, give him a little break. There's another leech up there. The danger zone for this turtle is basically anything past the front edge of the carapace if your hands are not directly touching the edge of the carapace. Let's see if we can get a look at his head. I'm not going to get any closer than this. But you can see that monstrous head large eyes, big nostrils, and hooked beak, and that beak is made out of keratin. Turtles, of course, don't have any teeth. Look at those giant front claws and that extra skin around the head and neck region. This species has a lot of extra skin, and that probably helps in oxygen transfer when they're in the water. All that extra surface area. It also makes them vulnerable to desiccation when they're on land, because things with lots of surface area lose water very quickly relative to things with less surface area. So if you ever come across a snapping turtle on the road, you want to keep your hands on the back edge of the turtle. You never want to put your hands in front of the turtle or on the right or left side. Their neck can reach pretty much right here and right here and right here. Their neck is about this long. You notice he hasn't really tried to bite me, and that's because I'm being respectful of his space, and I'm not particularly bothering him, although he'll be happy to get back in the water soon. A lot of people will try to pick up a snapping turtle by its tail, and I would encourage you not to do that, because that can hurt the animal. All that weight on its vertebra and spinal cord is just not a good idea. Instead, you can pretty safely grab the back legs and hold it like this. Although you want to be careful with that head, because as you swing it around, you could get your leg in the danger zone. The other way to hold them is a way I was taught that can give you a lot of control, but I would certainly not recommend it, and that's to slide your hand along the top, and then you can get a little extra control this way. This allows you to hold on to the back end of the carapace, but this is something I would never do without being explicitly shown how, because I could see that resulting in some bites. So this is Chelydra serpentina, the common snapping turtle, and let's let this guy go. Come on, bud, in the water. Off you go. So I'll let him crawl back in the water while I put the trap back up. All right, buddy, let's go.